What's going on, man? What's that? What?
They called you for me. I guess they feel like I was stealing, so they want my ID to do what you do.
Oh, did they?
I'm gonna be right here. I ain't
You wanna go in there with me?
I'm gonna be right here. Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah, we'll go in there with you.
That's why I ain't leave.
Yeah.
He said I could go, but I ain't going nowhere, man.
So what happened? What did they say?
They done lost provincial people. And we was doing refunds. And I was taking, like if I do a person refund, it's a certain customer.
Yeah.
He come here on the regular. For some reason, he always picked me to do his refund. So I got used to him coming, so I kept doing the refund for the battery.
Yeah.
But sometimes she would come out, instead of him waiting for me to get him the money back, he'll be like, hey man, I'm gonna put my battery in the car, just bring me the money. And I told him straight up, like, it'll look just as crazy if I go in the register to get money with the receipt and just walk out the door. So I put it in my pocket. He would give me a $5, $10 tip every time he come, and that's what that. And I told him they sold cameras of me putting it in my pocket on inside the store, but I'm like, well, what's the picture of me outside the store once I leave? Well, we can't show you that, or we don't have that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, that's on the one side of the puzzle.
Yeah.
But I told them, man, y'all doing their job. It's no hard feelings.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not running nowhere. I'm not and make myself look like a suspect. That's why when you pulled up, I gave you my ID for it.
I appreciate that. Yeah. We'll just let us talk to him real quick.
You want me to stay? How you want me to do it?
Yeah, you can stay here for a second. Somebody called.
Oh, hey, how are you, sir?
Yeah.
Doing good, man.
What's going on?
So, not much. The loss prevention manager, Hector, just steps in the back. He's on his way back up.
Okay.
Basically, we had an employee who admitted to $943 in theft.
Okay.
Over the course of, call it, 30 days.
Okay.
Hector has a statement and all the supporting documentation right here that he's going to get to you. I think he's on his way up.
Okay.
So I'll go grab it for you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. What's going on?
Yeah, well, sir, I'm the regional loss prevention manager. So the gentleman that's sitting outside, probably on his bench.
Yeah.
While he was working for us, he completed these fraudulent refunds to the parks. He returned them for that dollar amount, and then I called the customer. Customer said they didn't do a return, and he took the money. I have it all in color, and kept the money and put it in his pocket.
Okay.
This young lady, she's already gone, but I'd like to file charges, but I can do that, at a later date.
Yep.
Because she split the money with him on that transaction.
Okay.
But I have multiple transactions where he did it, and that's his name, Jordan.
So the person would come in for a refund, you'd give him the refund money, and he would just put it in his pocket instead of...
So a customer would come in, like for example, a battery went out on their car, they came in and they thought they had the battery on the warranty.
Yeah.
So in reality, we're just supposed to give him a different battery.
Yeah.
So he would give him a different battery, but not run it through the system, and then do a return.
Okay.
Like let's say if you came in and said, hey, I don't want your battery, I'm going to go to Advance.
Yeah.
So just give me my money back.
Yeah.
So in reality, he should have given him the money back,
Right.
but what he did, he's let him take our battery and then pocket the money.
Okay.
So he pocket the money for about, that we can prove, about $900.
Okay.
So I talked to him, and this is a Q&A that I did with him, question and answer. He signed it, gave it, where he, kind of BS the kind of story he told me, but video doesn't lie. Take the money, put it in his pocket. And then he claimed that he met somebody outside and gave that person the money.
Did you confront him about about taking the money, like in his pocket? And he said, yeah,
he did put it in my pocket, but then he would say I went outside and met somebody and gave it to him.
Yeah, that's what he just told me too.
Yeah.
Why you don't? Well, damn, what you was home?
Yeah, you called me. I'm done.
I thought you was at work. But
I'm
they
his
don't.
wife.
They
How are
don't.
you?
They
How
don't.
you
They
doing?
don't show me outside the store giving the customer his money on his with his receipt. Back into them with his receipt,
Right.
and then on top of that, every refund, regardless of what it is, if it can be a piece of candy, every refund that is done, a manager have to put their code in. A regular crew member, which what I am, I can't do no refunds regardless of what it is, without a manager putting their code in and approving it. So whatever they had a sit down with the manager before I got here, but as I come in, the manager walking out of the door. So then he's like, where we seen where this matter, where they couldn't too much because it's somebody else. I'm just moving because the son of mine, because it's somebody else's personal information. So they was like, well, we see her on one of the cameras. We see her giving she did the refund, but she put something to the side and give you the rest. I'm like, well, so what are you asking me? Everything can nothing be done in this store without a manager verifying it. I don't see y'all calling the police on her. So what's the difference? What's the difference between me and her? Because if I was doing something wrong, that basically means two can play that game, because it takes two people to complete one transaction to refund. So why is it just me and not her? Not throwing her under the bus, not saying she doing something wrong, but if I know cameras in here, why am I doing this? She'll tell you. I damn sure ain't flossing no money around the damn house.
Yeah. If it's like a miscommunication or a mistranslation of anything, we'll figure it out.
You want to fill out a statement?
Yeah.
You guys looking to press charges?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just give me a second. Let me go get some. 1 second.
I told them everything they needed to know.
Yeah.
And
So I'm a store manager,
Yeah.
so I know that an employee can't do it by itself. It's to the
Did you tell the other deputy that as well?
Yeah,
Okay,
I gave
cool.
him my ID when he pulled up.
So no, I mean,
pulled
did
up.
you tell him that it takes two people to do a transaction for a refund?
No, I
No.
didn't tell him.
Okay,
It
I'll
just
let him
came
know.
out as we was talking. But
Okay.
you know, I ain't had. I told him I fell into it, so I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I should have been smart. And as I was on the phone with her, I was like, damn, couldn't think of. She the one that asked me to come and work early.
He's saying it takes a manager to do any returns.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, you got to put the code in.
Are you?
Even
I'm his
that's my
wife.
wife.
I'm a store
Even-
manager
just
at
say-
McDonald's. So
Just
yeah.
say, if you bought this soda and you came back because you want to return it for its flat or whatever reason, once I do the refund, especially, or I take it back. If it's a certain amount, like anything over $30 or $40, you got to have a manager have to put their code in. So no transactions have been done without somebody putting their code in.
So the person who
Well,
purchased the stuff, he would come back and try to.
He would return. He would do battery returns. He been coming forever. Like this, nothing new. He knew that. The store manager know that. Like this person doing this is nothing new. But they see her taking money, and they see me coming out here. But you see me in the store. But what about me outside? Like you only show me half of the picture. If it's a whole book, stop showing me 2 pages and not all. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but still, like at the end of the day, what's the benefit of bringing the money out here? I'm a little confused.
And that's the same thing I said. I should have been smarter than that. Because if I'm doing a refund, why you ain't standing right there and get your money
Yeah.
with your receipt? You know,
Right.
I said that earlier. So that did, and it's in my report. I told him the same thing. You know, that didn't seem right, but I guess that's part of his
So did you come out here and give him the money then?
every time.
How much was it, like total?
Well, it just wasn't one situation. This was just like, man, we return thousands of batteries, thousands of anything a day. But it always been the same person. Always been the same guy. Even they know that. Everything we talk about is documented on there. It always been the same person.
I can't do those yet.
Not yet. That's right. Oh, okay.
All right. So just for my understanding again, so if you would, the customer would come in with the old battery, say I want a refund. You would give him the new battery and instead of giving him the cash back, you would keep the cash as well in
Yes,
his
sir.
own pocket. Okay.
Yes, sir.
He says he goes out there. I mean, it doesn't make sense anyways, but he says he goes out there and he gives him the cash. If he does, he does. Regardless, he's still keeping the money. So it was multiple times?
Yes, sir.
How many total?
That I have on video 5 times.
In 30 days? In the last 30 days
In the
of
last
today?
30 days. Yes, sir.
All the same person?
No, all different random customers.
Okay, so it wasn't the same customer. Okay. All right.
And then, if you don't mind, just for formalities for us, he's a district manager. If you can terminate him, he knows he's getting terminated because we called you guys, but we still have to do formally. He has to say it to him.
Okay. All right.
If you don't
Yeah.
mind doing
Yeah.
that for me, please.
So I'll just give you this. This is your information here, and then a description of what you think happened and what your truth is.
I
You
don't
can
know.
take. You can take a minute.
I feel like you write better than me. They
Well, she
like
can't
that.
really do
Oh,
that.
yes, yeah.
You have to write it in your own words, sir.
So it was multiple different people. It wasn't the same person.
But the other ones he showed, I told him it wasn't adding up because the last ones I did that I'm aware of, I said all you had to do is call and verify. It's basically that easy. But I don't know if that was done, because if it was done, it would have been the knowledge that it was an actual return. But the main dude that I've been talking about the whole time is the same person that we always
Did they show you
aware
the
of.
video and the pictures and stuff of you like putting the money in your pocket?
I told him I didn't deny that, because I said, like I've been saying, and they can approve what I'm saying. I said, yeah, I should have did that. That might make it look fishy, but I met him right there. So if y'all showing me putting it in my pocket right here,
But like,
why y'all won't show me?
What's the benefit of bringing it out here rather than just putting it in the register?
Like I said, I should have called on to that too, because most likely he felt like I was an easy target, and he started the routine. Because they even know I don't know this person outside of AutoZone. Maybe he started a routine and act like I was an easy lick. I mean, I'm quite sure you know what lick means. I was an easy target. So, and he come on the regular, but there's 4 or 5 times. They may not be the exact number, but I just say 4 or 5 times where he would come do the refund. But hey, I'm gonna fix this on my car. Just bring me the money and the receipt. So my stupid come out here and do it
Oh, so
instead
that's what it was? He said he would fix it.
yeah, and that's in my.
What about the other people, bro?
But that's what I kept, like I was saying to you, I've been saying the same thing to them. I don't know what y'all got going on with the other people, because every other one I will recall, and if it's recent, I will recall. So I mean I don't know, but either way it go, man, I'm not hiding, I'm not running, because I damn sure ain't got the money that it add up to. She'll tell you that money damn sure ain't coming home. I can tell you that much.
What is the money? I'm curious, because if they so if they bring in an old battery and they return it for a new battery, where's any money?
Batteries was being returned, but they said it was no financial swap, because they see me put the money in my pocket but not showing the video, or they didn't discuss the video.
What I'm saying is I don't understand where the money is coming from in general. Like if someone comes in with this and says, I want to return this, and you give them a new battery and they walk away, where's the money? I don't understand.
That's only under warranty swap. That's only under warranty swap. So you can, if your battery under warranty, you can either get a warranty swap for a new battery, or you can get a full refund, either or. It's whichever one you choose. But if you no longer want that battery because it's a piece of battery, most people gonna want their money back. Like
so they get a refund, and then they go and buy a different.
They can, but not. That's just up to them. But that's an option. But you have an option to get a warranty swap for a new battery, or if you realize AutoZone batteries is a piece of shit, you get your full refund and go to Walmart and buy whatever you choose, or do whatever you choose to do with the money. So it's either or.
But you said he was coming out here to put a new battery in the car, so he must have purchased one from here.
Yeah,
so
under warranty. Yeah, because for anything to be returned, you either got to have a receipt or a warranty. So once you bring me your battery and it's acknowledged that your battery is under warranty and can be swapped or returned, that's the only way we can go to the next process.
Then where does the money come from? Like what? If you're swapping out batteries, there's no money in batteries.
If we're swapping out batteries,
so
if you're getting a full refund.
But my point is that if he came in and he got his battery and he got a new battery because he was putting it in the car, like you said, so he swapped out a battery.
The dude that always come out, he always get a full refund, and he will act like he's coming out to swap his battery or do something else, instead of him standing to the register and getting his money. We're not just talking about one occasion. We're talking about different occasions where he's not just purchasing or returning the battery, it's other items also. So it's never what he just doing batteries and batteries only. Sometimes he would switch it up, sometimes he would do this, and sometimes he would do that. But on 2 or 3 different occasions, instead of him waiting, not always, but instead of him waiting on the register, he will come out to the vehicle for whatever reason and have me bring it out. I shouldn't have fell for that. I should have did that, and I'm gonna own up like I've been owning up to. I shouldn't have did that.
Okay.
It was wrong on my behalf, but at the end of the day, you're showing me one video, but you're not showing me the other.
He just told me. I said I don't really understand where the money comes into place. Like, just I just don't understand it. Like, if someone comes in with a battery, hands you the battery, and they want an exchange, then you give them a new battery. Whereas, what is the money? And then he said sometimes people just get returns. And I was like, but you said that he came out here to install his new battery. So he must have, like, I just don't know where there's money involved, right? So, like, explain it to me. And he said that he returned a bunch of other stuff too. And so he was bringing it out to him. And let me backtrack a minute. He was like, oh, he didn't get another battery. And I said, but you said he was installing it. He was pretending to install it.
Is he confused, or do you think he's like...
I think he's trying to figure... I don't know. I mean... So here's what kind of gets me a little bit. Like when I'm giving somebody money that's not mine, it doesn't go in my pocket.
You don't? Well...
What I would do is I would take the money and I would walk outside like this.
I have before, but I'm not. I up.
Okay.
Am I a thief? No. Did I up? Yeah. Now all this that's going on, it's the same person, same situation. Like it's not this, that. It's always the same scenario, the same person. I don't know the person personally, and they even know that. If you come to me for me to do a refund or anything, I have to put your phone in. There's no way for me to know your personal information, your phone number, your name, unless we know each other person.
Mm-hmm.
But
right. That's kind of what I was telling him is when I'm in possession of somebody else's money, especially for a short term, it wouldn't go in my pocket. It would be in my hand until I handed it to them if they were right outside the door.
the only thing
Like they don't have it still, you know. The money's gone.
what you mean by that?
Like you put it in your pocket and they still.
It went straight to the customer. I mean, of course, you're not.
There's no way to prove that.
And I know because that's what I asked them. Like, okay, with y'all
But even if-
showing that on the inside, why would
Even if
why
that's
would
what you
y'all
did
show it right
still,
there?
he's getting a new battery and the money back.
They said that they said that about a whole other person that I wasn't aware of.
What?
They said that about a different person that I wasn't aware of, and that's recorded in the record.
Yeah, there's multiple people, I guess, that have
That's what I'm
refunded.
saying, that I have no recollection of, you know.
So, each time he would keep the money for the battery would go in his pocket.
Yes, sir.
All 5 times.
All 5 times.
Okay. His story is completely different, so that's
That
why I
was
have to keep.
different, yeah, no, I understand. He did the same thing to me last time. That's why I was going to put the video up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my partner complete this, but I took this inside, so we're gonna take him and we're gonna have him do this test, okay? Yeah.
I mean, like, that's
Yeah,
just
I
fucking
mean,
be real.
at the end of the day, man, all the circumstances and stuff is in line for us, right? Obviously, a crime was committed, right? You're owning up to it.
Unintentionally, but
Right, but you understand that what you did was wrong, right? That's the most important thing.
I mean, from maybe from a bigger perspective, and I see what you say. I'm not trying to debate what you saying, but nothing I did was intentionally, and nothing I did was fraud, or however you want to put it. But it was poor judgment at the time.
Right.
I will say that it was poor judgment, and I should have. But
Yeah.
was anything intentionally?
I mean,
done?
at the end of the day, like, I'm not saying you're lying, but like, how am I going to prove at the end of the day if it was intentional or not? The only unfortunate news is they want to press charges, and they want you,
Yeah,
and they want you trespassed and stuff. So.
He told me that. And I was like, but maybe somebody doing their job. They doing their job.
Just this hiccup, bro. Just get through it and figure it out. I mean, obviously, like the only issue is the severity of the crime. It's the dollar amount is over the felony amount.
Yeah, so that's like a felony. I should have. Yeah, I would
So-
have been better off having that amount of money.
So it's technically grand theft.
And that's gonna be on my record.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, because of the severity of the crime, because of the dollar amount and everything like that. Unfortunately, we have to take you down, okay? So if you could just turn around for me real quick and
I ain't gonna do it.
I know. I'll let you. You just turn around for me, and then we'll handle this. Put your hands behind your back together.
I ain't running, man. You ain't have to be rough. Nah, I ain't going nowhere.
Do you want me to take your name tag for you? Is it a pen? Give it to your wife.
Yeah. Come get I think it's in my pocket. My wallet, like with my debit card and stuff.
So he's the only one that's going to go to jail, correct? The other lady's not going to jail, correct?
They haven't reported her yet, but they are going to. They're just collecting her.
She quit, so they're addressing.
I just asking questions, so
They're
We're
addressing.
not saying that she's not going to.
They're addressing that at a later time because she's not here
she was here.
Well,
didn't
not
tell
right.
right now.
What she?
Okay, I'm okay with it.
They had to- they had
But all I'm saying, she was here also. She
Why they
called
wasn't-
him to
why?
come to work early.
Yeah,
So
called me for
she
it,
saw him and asked him to have a good day. She went
What,
home.
today?
Yeah,
Today.
She called me to ask me to
Today.
come in.
He says they're addressing it at
I
a later
understand
time.
that, but then he gets locked up and she goes home tonight.
Why-
So,
why
I'm
was he
just
called?
asking questions.
So
There's
what-
not much we
I
can do if they
don't
don't
know.
report it.
I don't know why they didn't report it,
Okay.
but they said that they would be addressing it at a later date. Yeah, we're gonna get everything.
That's my last cigarette. That's her child. She put it in my mouth. Oh, no, my debit. My debit card.
Can I go in his pocket or you
Yeah.
go in his pocket?
Yeah, it's just a wallet.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're good. I just patted it. It's just a wallet.
I ain't got no money.
Got nothing else in here?
Yeah, then this is-
Should turn around.
Yeah, just check it. I got nothing else. Is that a lighter? Or it feels like it.
Yeah, fine.
Alright, I'm gonna give it to her. You can't take that, okay? You wanna take this off, man? You take this necklace off?
Nails.
Shit, these trash.
I could try it if you want. There we go.
That's it. That's all I need.
Yes, you're good.
No, I should have been smarter than that.
That's all, man. Yeah, just take it as a lesson. You know, it sucks, but
Damn
take it as a
sure
lesson,
ain't.
right?
I ain't reaped no benefits. No goddamn 900 and what, $31?
Yeah.
My hair.
There you go. Fine, man. We'll be down there in a few, alright?
He was charged with grand theft, and his bond was set at $2,500. He was sentenced to a 24-month deferred prosecution and ordered to complete 50 hours of community service, attend moral recognition therapy, and pay $1,886 in restitution. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this.